All right, so let's just highlight what we did here on the euro first. We came in and all right, so for those of you that missed the session, anytime we get a pop back, I gotta do a new share. Sorry guys, hold on a second. Lost the drawing tool. So just to reiterate, anytime we have a big number, ECB, jobs day, the big spike up, especially into a higher time frame location, you can fade it the first time up. And we always want to play our size smaller lots over a wider range of the chart is the thinking. So on this move up, we sold a little, sold some more on a little 1 minute setup that was in this candle, and then that failed, took that off. We failed to resell another lot into 128, which would have been the right thing to do. I was playing it kind of conservative, thinking maybe we would push to 113. And then obviously that was the high. So some of you, I think, sold into that a little bit more aggressive than I was. And then that allowed you to make a little bit into these lows. And then from here, we tried to fade it. And the 15-minute cycle did a poke through. Did a poke through here on us right into the high. And so we stopped on that. So kind of I didn't make any money on this overall. Wasn't in the money here, and then by the time I resold, just didn't get this move. But that's okay. I'd rather play, I was telling the guys, I'd rather play defense here when you get a 15-minute cycle that crosses up than get run over for 10, 20, 30 pips on the new highs, because this trend was bullish. So it's usually the first move up that you want to fade it. And then what we should have done is cover. Like if we would have sold here better, this was an easier cover. And then you could probably even got flat and or small long, or waited for another pullback and then started getting long this way. That would have been the better way to play it. And then I'll show you the 15-minute cycle. 15-minute cycle. This was the peek through that it did. Can't see it anymore. Right here, it crossed up right into that high. So we got head faked. But I was just telling everybody on the team that if that happens and then it goes back down, you can always get back in short. And so had we done that, we would have had a losing, or if you would have got back in short here, this move, we would have made money back. So anyway, a couple of little good lessons there in euro. Overall, just not a lot of movement, but did lose a little bit on the euro there. But we made it on these next two pairs. So euro kiwi, Cohen had a nice sale. I think a couple other people. If you look at the video I did right before the number, we talked about a move back up into here. Actually, I didn't do euro kiwi in the video, but we talked about in the room here that if we get a move back up into this area, it would be a short potentially. And then I just got distracted and missed it, but some of you sold it well. I came back in here after, and again, this is a little bit of a wall concept that ended up working out. So here's our wall. So now this is in a downtrend, right? That's why we wanted to sell a rally, but I missed it. But then you come back, you're still in a downtrend. The cycle was still down. Okay. When you look on the 15-minute, so the cycle was down, and then we got this wall. You know, I want you guys reviewing your trades just like I'm reviewing mine right now. Same thing. So we had this wall here into the low. So a couple of you had good covers into the low here, which was the right action. You sell here, you cover here, boom, right? The market bounced. Then on this bounce, here's our wall, our bearish wall, right? Look where we failed halfway. So I noticed that, said I'm not in this, I'm not participating in this downtrend. I'll sell some here. And then we caught this last move and we covered into the lows, didn't we, guys? We always take on lower lows. That's what the pros do. Amateurs, waiting. Oh, they see green, they're bullish. Oh, wait, they see a double bottom. Oh, wait, now I see all this red. We broke to new lows. Now they're shorting. That's how you short the low. We always take profit on lower lows. And then the other one we had a good, so we had 2 winning trades, day trades, and then, you know, euro was a little bit tougher. Some of you might have came out ahead, but the other winning trade was euro dollar, or dollar Swissy, sorry. And this is pretty simple. This is an example of staying with the trend, opposite of what we probably could have done here on the euro, which was buy this dip and go long. We did buy it to cover, we just didn't go long on it. But here we're down. Here's the start of the move down, right? This is showing you the power. You don't want to chase short into these lows. I mean, you can sell this real money candle. You just got to be willing to have this bounce back on you and then short more, right? But anyway, we didn't chase that. We waited, watched the cycle come up, and then took a short here. This would be the first spot to make a lower high at the 8. You'll tend to get lower highs at the 30 and the bands. So this was the first spot to sell, and then we got new lows, covered into the lows. Pretty simple. From here, it's the same thing. We're bouncing back off the lows. You can start to trade it around on the 1 minute. The key would be to watch the 15-minute cycle now. You can see we're on the 8 of the 15. But I would let this guys come back up if you want to keep trading the rest of the day. Let this 15-minute come up and then short it. So work your size back with this trend on the bearish side, but just keep your size in line with the cycle, right? So let's see, I'll show people what that looked like. So here was our short. I was just mentioning dollar Swissy, covering into the lows. This was the euro trade. Short more, stopped on a piece, did not sell 1280. I guess I didn't cover here, which was probably a mistake. That's what happens. Sometimes you guys, you miss one little wiggle, you miss that 1 minute cycle, it changes the trade. If you would have shorted 80, could have covered there, would have made a little bit of money. This pair probably would have, then I probably wouldn't have stopped here if I made money here. But anyway, short, stopped into the highs. All right, now I'm actually leaning small long. It doesn't really matter, it's tiny. And then the other one was Euro Kiwi. So again, missed the selling into the high. That was the bounce to the wall, short, cover. Pretty simple. And so listen, for those of you who might be watching on the socials or you're interested in joining the team, this is what our chat room looks like. We put all our real-time alerts in here, our core trades, and these are signals and things we do on oil and other markets, bonds, stocks, but we're typically more active on the Forex side when we're day trading. And then anybody that's wants to know how to join us, just visit the site. Here's my window. JenkinsRM.com, guys, is our website. That's not it. Somewhere. Jenkins RM for risk management. JenkinsRM.com. And you can join our chat room here. Right? Pretty simple. Just click, come on in. Doesn't cost anything. And then if you want to know about our services, I do some training on our model options course. And then this is our full access team where we trade live together every day. You receive all the training on my 10 plus years institutional model. And there's a little bit about the origins of it. There's me, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, guys, good session. I think I'll probably sign off with most of you. Did you guys do pretty well today? For those of you that are on the team, still on. Any thoughts on CL, Alexander? Yeah, let's do oil real quick. So oil, I mean, I went flat, covered my core position this morning, all right? And the reason being is just the cycle is getting low. I mean, we've been pretty much nailing this on oil. It's had a really nice rhythm, right? This was our first short, core short, signaled on the year, pretty much nailed the high. I mean, there's nothing up there to make you think that that was the point to sell other than the cycle. And that's literally, I mean, because it was just going sideways for all year. But anyway, we were short, cover, cover, cover. This was a little bit tricky because we started shorting early back into the 30, and then it squeezed us all the way higher. But that's part of learning how to work your size. There was some things you could do on the option side here. That's what I'm trying to signal. Buying puts. And then you can see I'm getting out of my puts down here, covering the futures along the way. That was with the bottom of the cycle. We covered the bottoming tail candle. Now you cycle all the way back up. We've covered these swing lines too in here. Talked about that. So just by the ebb and flow, there's a little bit of a right hand inverse shoulder here, right? If you look at these lows, guys. So most of you know inverse head and shoulders. Here's the inverse head. Here's the left shoulder. This would be a good spot for a right shoulder, around 47. I mean, when I was talking about we could fail at 52, 53, and then people were saying, oh, well, could we go to 47? That'd be crazy. And the answer is like, yeah, of course we could go to 47. I mean, we were just at 45, 44 2 weeks ago. It's not that big of a move, but tagging 47 kind of in this old support area. I only had a little bit short left, so I just cover. So I'm flat for now. Are you thinking near term, Alex? Or does that answer your question? I don't think it's a long. This is just, again, this is a phase one lower low, right, guys? It's just, we're just trading to lower low, so I don't think that's a long. This was a long because it was a bottoming tail, and then when we took out the swing line, that was the long there. We don't have that yet. 4 hour cycles low also, another reason to cover. So I think the next move from here maybe be a long down in the low 40s and or sell the underside of 50 again up in here. Day trade, I don't think you want to play around too much on a Friday, but this is in a downtrend. 30-minute cycle is fairly high. 15-minute. I mean, you just failed at the bands, right? Anyway, does that make sense, Alex? But anyway, guys, talk to me. Did everybody make money today? I mean, we were short little bit tricky on the euro, but like I just went over, there's some good lessons there. But we did great on euro kiwi. We pulled 35 pips out of that one, and dollar Swissy had a pretty good move, secondary move. So I was just writing down since this week. I mean, last Friday we made money. Holiday Monday. Tuesday was a break-even day. It was kind of tricky. And then small gains Wednesday, Thursday, but another winning session today too. So I like the consistency, guys. Keep it up. Good stuff. For those of you that are new, just keep working on those videos over the weekend if you have time. And then we'll try to get in some more London next week. There's been a little bit more opportunity there. So you guys good? I'll sign off with you. I'll talk to you in the room, but everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy those sea-doos. Dave, get some rest. All right, the rest of you guys enjoy the family. All right, appreciate it. We'll talk to you.